Hello, back to the We Are City channel to FC 26 career mode in Manchester City. If things have been going pretty well since Pep Guardiola signed the new contract, but a much better sort of solidified team in this new season. I mean, we did lose 2 in the last one to Everton on penalties in the Cup, and Real Madrid, of course, in the UEFA Champions League. But wins against Chelsea and Spurs, Brentford, and then before that, keeping clean sheets as well. In today's episode, we're going to kick things off with a game against Ajax away from home, which we are going to play because we're in need of those first 3 points in the UEFA Champions League. Now, we'll move things on with the game against United away in the first derby of the season, Villa at home, Bayern Munich away, and then we'll probably simulate these two to end the month of October against Fulham at home and Wolves away as well. We certainly are in need of our first 3 points in the UEFA Champions League, but we have still decided to rotate the side in a few areas. So Captain Diaz comes out, he's tied today for Vita Heiss. Anderson comes in for a suspended Nico, who has got too many yellow cards since the previous season as well. Foden drops out for Tijani Reinders, Haaland drops out for Marmoush, and Savinho in for Savinho on that left-hand side. Barring that is our usual side. I mean, Vita Heiss starting ahead of Kusanov and Lukeba. They will be maybe surprised by that. Maybe the fans will be as well. But it's purely to help with that ball-playing ability from the back, and also the fact that actually Vita Heiss now at the Carabao Cup, he's not going to play much football. So Ajax, Manchester City's test today for Pep Guardiola, coming up against the side that he has got a bit of a history with, Pep Guardiola, because of his idol, his sort of curator as a football manager in Johan Cruyff, who give him the inspiration to do what he does do. It's only match day 2, of course, City losing on the opening day to Real Madrid, which puts us down there in 30th place currently. But I mean, what a way to start your Champions League, playing off against the team that you beat in the previous season in the final. I thought we actually were a bit unlucky against Real Madrid. 2 moments of brilliance from Kylian Mbappe were the difference. A rotated Pep Guardiola side. I expect this won't be a rotated Ajax side. Let's see how the Dutch side actually, that have got plenty of Dutchmen in there. They've gone from the heights of being, Premier League clubs getting knocked out by them. They knocked out, I think, Chelsea, didn't they? Real Madrid, but couldn't get past Spurs. Got to a Champions League semi-final. Since then, they've really dropped off. Now, they beat us last year in the Champions League at this early stages, and then we ended up having to beat them in the qualification stages. The side looks a little bit different. Let's see how they do line up. So Emil Smits takes charge of this Ajax side. They have got Araujo in goal. It's Riga, Satalo, Bass and Myler, the back 4. Ikatura, Ricky Puig and Captain Taylor in the midfield 3. Edvardson, Dolberg and Raul Moro, the very tricky Spaniard, on the left-hand side in the Ajax front 3. Whose performance level has been incredibly impressive as we find Shakir, Marmoush, Vinny Jr. at the far post, but it's offside. I don't know if it's Marmoush or Vinny off here. I think it was Marmoush in the build-up. Oh, Marmoush nicks it. Omar Marmoush, 1-0 Manchester City. Well, there you go. No Haaland today, no problem. Omar Marmoush for the opening goal. What are Ajax doing at the back there? Goalkeeper telegraphs that pass. Shimoka pausing those areas. Ricky Puig. Livramento. Puts that one out, gives it away. Kasper Dolberg against Vita Heiss. He's passed him in great feet. Dolberg with a strike. Saved by Donnarumma. He wants more clean sheets this season, the Italian. Reinders goes and nicks it. Well played to Tijani Reinders. Shaki. Reinders. Rodri. Just going to slow things down a little bit here, Rodri. Rightfully so, Reinders. Shaki in space again. Vinny Jr. here. Space for Vinny. Vinny Jr. 2-0 Manchester City. Assist for Shaki and a goal for Manchester City's new number 11, Vinicius Jr. Starting to find the quality that we know he does have. I mean, he's not shown it at Real Madrid for a few seasons now. And fell out with the manager Xabi Alonso. Sort of fell himself going down the pecking order. Now he finds himself as a Manchester City player. Savinho makes a central run there. Rodri gets his pocket picked. Poor by Rodri. Kasper Dolberg. On. They got him behind us here. The Ajax. And Raul Moro, and a save by Donnarumma away by Livramento. What a save by Gigi Donnarumma. Rodri needs to cut it out of his game. Sort of crept into his game this season. Oh, and Anderson as well, played at it as well. Now, Rodri out of position. We're in the wide area. Vita Heiss can't stop it. Donnarumma with the save. Alan Anderson is in there. Vardiel comes out. Penalty Ajax. I thought Vardiel threw his leg in there a little bit wildly. He's hardly done anything, but the referee gives a penalty. Taylor steps up. slams it in the top corner past Donnarumma. Ajax pull one back at 2-1, and that's frustrating. Shaky pressing this wide area around the corner. Turcatura, well played, Ajax. Taylor. We can't afford to drop points again today in the UEFA Champions League. Dolberg, Vita Heist dragged away. Livramento, good defending, but it still falls towards Raul Moro. And Vita Heist in there to block it. Moro as well. Well saved by Donnarumma again. There's again. Vita Heist, what a challenge by the Brazilian. Given away to Anderson. Reinders. Vinny Jr. Vinny, great feet. Onto Savinho, fantastic play. Savinho in. Marmoush for Manchester City, off both posts and in for 3-1. Fantastic finish from Omar Marmoush. Good work from Vinicius Jr. Onto Savinho, gets another assist for himself. I'm thinking Shirky off today. He's a little bit wasteful that right hand side. Vinny's great feet into Savinho. Cross the box towards Marmoush. What a cracking strike that is. Off both posts and in. Taking Rodri off could be a big mistake. Good tackle by Vita Heist. Straight back to Dolberg here. Ball through! 3-2. Vita Heist has got to be stronger in the challenge. And he's coming off for that one. Kenneth Taylor. Defence feels a little bit open again here. Space in the wide area. Gotts. Pulled it back. Ricky Pooch. Dolberg! What a goal. 3-3. All that hard work from the start of the season that we've put in defensively, we throw it all away in one single game. 3-3 against Ajax. 8 shots to 7 on target. So, actually, statistically, there's no robbery here. I feel like it's the midfield that's cost us. Savinho. Reinders! Oh, what a goal by Tajani Reinders for 4. He's returned to his home country. Reinders scores a cracker 4-3. If you remember last season, we were really bad in the Champions League defensively then. And towards Livramento. Back through to Antoine Semenyo. We'll get there first and tries to play it across to Vinny Jr. Behind for a corner. Yellow card for Semenyo for the earlier foul. Vinny will whip this one in. Oh, Anderson attacks it. Away by Ajax, but that the full-time whistle goes. A 3-point to start the episode, a 4-3 win over Ajax, but it's very, very difficult to say we perform well there. Defensively all over the place, in the midfield give the ball away way too often, and that's why Ajax had the chances they had. Shouldn't have happened that way. Well, good performances get us the 3 points in the UEFA Champions League. Well, pretty much press conference now for Pep Guardiola because it is Manchester United up next. Seshko's impressing fans and pundits. Can Livramento handle him? Well, Tino Livramento's been probably one of our standout performers so far. Fans talking in social media about Dorgu and Shirky. Shirky didn't have a great one in the last one, but we'll celebrate Shirky's form. I'm not entirely sure if he starts the next one, Shirky. And United, no issues bypassing the midfield, looking to get the ball forward. Livramento dealing with a long ball. No worries about Livramento at all. His performances have been fantastic so far. This is something with the Manchester derby. I was considering bringing Tajani Reinders in somewhere because he was fantastic in the last one, playing that 10 role ahead of Phil Foden, but it's the Manchester derby, so Foden sticks in there. I was also thinking of going a little bit more pragmatic, actually. In that case, it would mean starting Ait-Nouri or starting El Hilali or Kusanov or Lekeba, and maybe play one of these wingers as more defensive. Away at Old Trafford, it seems like the way to go, but I think the high press, the attacking football, I think that'll take the game to United. I think they won't be able to handle us. For Manchester derby will be at Old Trafford today. Now, City started the season really well last season. We did amazingly well. We obliterated teams. I think we beat United by some crazy goal amount. Was it like 7-0 or something at Old Trafford? Honestly crazy. We dropped off in the second half of the season. That drop-off allowed Arsenal to pick their way up into the title race and go on and win that Premier League title. Their mistakes we're looking to avoid this season. And with that, we're looking to be more solid defensively. Now, at the start of this episode, we haven't shown that. Let's go back to that. We've only conceded 1 goal, I think, so far in the Premier League. Let's keep it that way. 2 sides come out onto the field here. Now, Manchester derby sort of form goes out the window a little bit. It doesn't matter who's in form. It matters who gives their all in this one. Who's got the higher quality. You'd say, looking at things, you expect it to be Manchester City. But it isn't that. I am not that actually confident. Because of that game we're just seeing against Ajax, because of how we defended. Let's see how Man United line up. I don't know who's in charge of United anymore. I think it is Unai Emery. And I expect it'll be a 4-2-3-1 there. Who's Unai Emery? A 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2. He would have been a good option to replace Guardiola should we have let Guardiola go. But no, Pep stuck around. So this is the Man United 11 then. So 4-3-3 for Unai Emery. They start with Sen Lamens in goal. Luke Shaw, the captain, Maguire, their dog in the back line. Collier, Mainu, Ugarte, midfield 3. I mean, Cunha and Buemo, Šeško, front 3 looks dangerous. They've got Sancho, Holland, Fernandes on the bench. The midfield and defence don't look that good, to be honest, at all. Haaland. Rodri again. Nico once more. Up to Semenyo again. Space for Semenyo here. They've stood off him. Semenyo whips one in. Haaland headers it! And Sam Lawrence makes the save. I think I could have taken a touch there with Haaland. It was that good of a ball by Semenyo. Semenyo. Behind to Foden. Back onto Semenyo. Nico Gonzalez. Rodri space. Rodri hits one into the hands of Sen Lemons. Here he goes, away from Ugarte. Flicking towards Rodri. Vinny again. Shirky once more. Vinny. Great feet. Ball through to Shirky here. Ryan Shirky! And it's saved by Lemons. Haaland needed to tap the far post there. Behind for a corner. Shirky over it. Shirky in. Haaland Maguire away. Rodri. Back out to Foden. Phil Foden with a shot. Locked away behind for a corner for City. Toby Collier. Šeško. Good feet. Livramento tackles him. Remember back towards Tino Livramento is absolutely unbelievable. Foden. Shirky. Inside by Shirky. Lovely switch to Semenyo. And they're worried now. And they leave. Go to Semenyo and they leave Vinny Jr. And here's Vinny. Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. saved by Lemons and away by Collier. Out towards Semenyo. Oh, Foden's a pass. Why is the game not do the pass I wanted him to do? Look at the counter they've got on now. And Buemo. Pass Vardiol. EA, you've done me. Nico chasing Buemo. Oh, Vardiol. Šeško saved by Donnarumma. That passes to Foden by Semenyo. EA say no. No, let's go somewhere else. Maguire with the header over the bar. Semenyo in a wide area. And behind to Vinicius Jr. What a ball. Vinny back to Haaland. There you go. 1-0 City. Overloading that left-hand side. Semenyo and Vinicius Jr. How do you handle both of them? And Haaland gets goal number 6 this season in 7 Premier League appearances. A transitional game. United want to play that. They're not too bothered. And Vinny Jr. plays Erling Haaland. Onside Haaland. Erling. Haaland for 2-0 Manchester City. 7-7 now. A double at Old Trafford for Haaland. Ball through by Vinny Jr. Well, United tried to play a little bit transitional. And we're dangerous that way. And Vinny plays Haaland once he's through. We know exactly how the outcome's going to be here. It's 2-0 City. It's a finish by Haaland. And City 2-0 up. And now we are going to make changes. And he's playing a bit of a deeper role, but without Nuri on there, I think he can afford to do that. Rodri. Semenyo. Foden. Semenyo again. Antoine Semenyo, right, the goalkeeper could have squared it to Vinny. With someone maybe overlapping him a little bit. Oh, chance of Vinny here. Foden. Haaland. Back onto Vinny Jr. Trouble for the opposition. Vinny Jr. makes it 3. 3-0 Manchester City, and it's Vinny there with a goal. And in the Manchester derby, that is the sort of celebration you want to see. The arrogance. Knowing you just beat a rival by 3-0. Could be Mainu, Šeško. Diaz, what a challenge on him. What a challenge by Diaz there. He's been great at the back of this, the heartless back 3. Full-time whistle goes, another clean sheet for Manchester City. And it is 3 points, a win in the derby, a clean sheet, 3 goals, a fantastic performance from Pep Guardiola's side again, who really have started the season fantastically well. We'll talk in the press conference about Tino Livramento putting a show-stopping performance in that sort of inverted full-back role, centre-back role. He's been absolutely class there. And also Vinicius Jr. showing real intent in the attack. He was also brilliant. Maybe him and Semenyo getting each other's way. Shirky to the left, Semenyo to the right, probably in the next one. Lots of plays for Gigi Donnarumma as well. In 7 Premier League games, he has got 5 clean sheets. Only 2 goals conceded so far. The best goalkeeper in world football. Player who only has 1 year and 8 months left on his current contract is Nico Gonzalez, 25 years of age, starting midfielder for the club at the moment. And he has come and said he's open for new contract talks. He would like to sign a new deal. I think he deserves a bump in his wage, the performance he's been putting in since he joined the club, and deservedly so. What a player he's been for us. Nico Gonzalez signs a contract extension at Manchester City, taking him to an extra 3 years on his deal, bumping up his deals to $140,000 per week. Deservedly so in the performance he's put in for this club. Well, the time that Nico Gonzalez was signing his new Manchester City contract, we was in international break, which has lasted around 20 days or so. We're still top of the Premier League table, of course, here. You can see that 20 goals scored, only 2 conceded. The best attack, the best defence in the Premier League at the moment. No losses, no draws. 7 games played, 7 games won. In the time to race alongside is Liverpool on 18 points. Title holders Arsenal are way off on 14. There's Newcastle and Spurs up there as well. Arsenal already have drawn 2 and lost 1 at the start of this season. But Liverpool, a decent record, won 6, lost 1. Manchester City face Aston Villa at home next. Villa, who are a decent side. No more Emery, but they have got Ruben Amorim in charge. They found themselves in 8th position, mid-table. So Aston Villa City's next test today, and we go with the usual starting 11 with literally 1 change in terms of personnel, but a second change in terms of lineup. So we've actually rotated the Cherki-Semenyo positions. Cherki's gone to that left-hand side, and then Semenyo on the right. Now, we've been playing on the left, the players out of position and able to use the assigned roles and variations, which is a bit of a worry. I mean, the question is, could Cherki play for the middle and Foden out left? I don't know. Maybe we need to train Cherki to be able to play on that left-hand side. But actually, maybe that works better. Semenyo was really good on the right. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Cherki drops the bench a little bit at the moment. He's not getting a Foden Rangers. I don't know. I mean, Cherki's an unbelievable player. One of our best players last season. So we've got to find space for him. I mean, the other question is, maybe we put Vinny here and Cherki up here. That is the other tactic that we could go with. But at the moment, I'm liking Vinny in a more central position. But I am questioning whether rotating it slightly. The answer is maybe Cherki in there, Vinny there, and Phil Foden playing striker. Or Cherki playing striker, and him and Haaland swapping around a little bit, and him playing as a false 9. That is my other tactic that we might develop in this season. We're going to try that left today and see how he does, but I'm not entirely against that. It's all about getting the best out of your players, and Pep Guardiola changing things around, moving maybe Vinny out left and Cherki inside and Foden further forward, or the other way around, might just be an option, might just be a tactical tweak that Pep Guardiola picks up on and says that's going to work. Maybe Haaland to the left-hand side of striker, Cherki to the right, Foden still in the 10, and Vinny to the left. It's something we can debate about and actually tactically tweak, because at the moment, it feels like Cherki off the left might not work. However, he performs amazing today. He does do, but I prefer him in that in-swinger on the right. Haaland hitting across the shot on the left. Vinny cutting inside. Semenyo cutting inside. I think it could still work. It just means a bit more defensive work for Vinicius Jr. off the left, which I'm not sure suits him. Today won't be that case, though, but we will try it maybe before the end of the episode. Captain Ruben Diaz, City looking strong at the moment. It's going to be, I think, a former City man in that 11 for Aston Villa. At fullback in Matheus Nunes. Let's see how Villa do line up today under, of course, Ruben Amorim. So they don't use the 3-4-3 that Amorim liked at United. They're using the 4-3-3. Martinez in goal. It is Nunes, Concert, Vermish and Svensson in the back 4. Tillemans, Kamara and Onana in the midfield 3. Oscar Bob, Louis Barry and Watkins up top. So Oscar Bob and Nunes start against their former side at the Etihad. Semenyo drifts in field. Taken around the corner by Vinny. Just a cut inside. Svensson puts it behind for a corner. Well defended. Cherki at the moment looking well on that free roll. And by Rodri. Ruben Diaz at the far post. It's his own player who heads it towards the goalkeeper. Not Fardiel on behind for a goal kick. Louis Barry in towards Tillemans. And wide to Louis Barry. Back to Barry. Back onto Louis Barry. He's at the wrong side of Ruben Diaz here. Louis Barry. And Watkins and Ruben Diaz. A little bit all over the place. Diaz, but he defends it well in the end. And he puts it behind for the corner. Well played, Diaz. Ball in. Nico against Onana. Onana wins it. Donnarumma stops it. Throws it out to Cherki. Lovely taken touch by Cherki. Rangers. Oh, Vinny's gone here. Trouble for the opposition. Vinny across to Erling Haaland for 1-0. Very unselfish. What a ball by Vinny across there through the legs. 88 for Haaland now. And in transition, we're electric. We're dangerous. And we're dangerous again there. And Vinicius Jr. just rolls it across the box to Erling Haaland for a tap-in. Nicely done. Rangers here. Nico. Haaland. Rangers. Cherki. Vinny. Back to Shirky. Across the box to Haaland. Thumping header. Saved by Martinez. Back in by Semenyo. Haaland again. 2-0 City. Great ball in by Semenyo. 2-0 City. And Haaland gets his 9th of the season. We are on form. We are on form at the moment, aren't we? Antoine Semenyo not giving up on it on the right-hand side. Shirky providing danger from that left-hand side. Manchester City 2, Villa 0. First header's saved. Look at this. Semenyo gets there, clips it back. Erling Haaland header concert, 2-0 City. Really good play. Not giving up on anything. And look at this. Louis Barry off for Marlon. The 32nd minute mark. Switch of play by Oscar Bob. Marlon against Livramento. Rodri, what a block. Semenyo. Haaland. Reinders. Great feet by Reinders. Brilliant by Tijani Reinders. Semenyo. Haaland. Vinicius Jr. 3-0. Great play. Them two seem to have a really good connection with each other. And Vinny gets his 6 already since joining Manchester City. Watkins. On the game. Livramento cuts it out again. Well, not this time. He's dived in a little bit there. Across the far post to Oscar Bob. Great feet from Oscar Bob! Bad defending. And a great goal from Oscar Bob who does celebrate. Reinders. Haaland. Shirky. In behind to Vinny here. Just quicker than the rest. Vinny cuts inside. Absolutely brilliant play here. Oh, what a save by Martinez. Shirky. Switch it out to Semenyo. Reinders. Semenyo. Across the box. Vinny Jr. again. Another big save from Martinez behind for a corner. Quite to go across the far post to Haaland really. Rodri in. Haaland with a thumping header. Oh, off the line. Savinho on the outside. Savinho still. Livramento offers support. Rodri. Nico. Nuri. Lifts one to Vinny Jr. What a goal that is. What a ball by Reinight Nuri. 4-1 Manchester City. And it's Vinny again. And he loves that celebration. 7 in 8 games for Vinny Jr. The man's on fire. Working wide to White Nuri. He just puts it first time on a plate to Vinny. Doesn't even have to be that good of a header. Just gets it on target. But he gets it right in the top corner. Or does he know it's just in the roof of the net past the Emi Martinez? We've been unbelievable here. Again. Barring that one mistake on the goal. We've been fantastic. It's going to be a 4-1 win for Manchester City. Really good performance again all round. Vardiol probably the shakiest of all the players in that team today. But a big 4 win for Pep Guardiola. Outdoes Ruben Amorim. Another 3 points to the board. A bit of a blip on our record. A goal conceded. Well, the contract extensions keep coming in today's episode because Aboukadir Kassanov also signs a new 4-year extension to his deal. Taking up to 5 years and 8 months, we see him as the future at centre-back. Only 23 years of age. A big increase in his wages as well. And we have got a real team for the future of football here. The final bit of actual gameplay in today's episode before we go into 2 simulations to end the episode will be against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League. It's Pep Guardiola against former Liverpool manager Arne Slot. Well, Pep Guardiola names a side for this one with only one change to the starting 11, and that is Phil Foden in for Tijani Reinders. Everything else exactly the same to take on Bayern. Well, there was some sort of discussion whether Tino Livramento played at right wing back today, or right back as you could say, and then bring in maybe Cassano for a bit more defensive stability. But Pep Guardiola goes no. He goes to the side that's been playing so well, this attacking side that also has got an incredible defensive record. We've got our first 3 points in the UEFA Champions League against Ajax, but we have conceded in the UEFA Champions League 5 goals in the first 2 games, which is not, well, it's far from ideal, isn't it? It's not what we want to see from our team in the UEFA Champions League. So today, at home at the Etihad, we've already faced Real Madrid, looking to take on Bayern Munich, a side that have made big signings, big changes. Both of us sit in pretty low positions. Bayern only won 1 of their opening 2 games, as have we. Vinicius Jr. and Erling Haaland on absolute fire in those forward areas at the moment. Let's see how Arne Slot's Bayern Munich do line up. There is the Bayern Munich team. You can see already the signs they have made. Reece James from Chelsea, 1 addition to the side. Michael Olise, who was heavily linked with us, we tried to sign him. Semenyo instead. Lewis Hall on the bench. Musiala on the bench. Wow. So Nubel in goal. Kim and Jay, Gabriel, James and Davis the back 4. Captain Kimmich, Goretzka and Bishkov the midfield 3. Kane, Diaz, Olise the front 3. No Musiala, he's on the bench. How he's been dropped for Leon Goretzka, I have no idea. Some good moments, some bad moments. Olise against Vardy, always got the better of him a little bit there. Olise. Kane on the turn. Chance early on. What a bit of defending from Tino Livramento again. That man is unbelievable. He is the best fullback in the world. Semenyo, lovely play. Haaland, Semenyo. Burst of energy from Semenyo. Across to, of course, Vinny Jr., who then goes and opens a scoring. Antoine Semenyo. So creative. Lovely little 1-2 with Erling Haaland. And Vinicius Jr. opens a scoring for Manchester City. And he has been a revelation since joining the club. Puts his ego to the side. Puts anything he does believe to the side. Wants to work under Pep Guardiola. At the moment, it's working very well. Central areas. Past Tino, cross comes into the far post here. Chance for Elise! Oh. Nico and Vardy lost it. Michael Elise. Shaki. Vinny Jr. Away. Across. Haaland 2. What a bit of football again. Erling Haaland, Vinicius Jr., Ryan Shirky and Phil Foden then on the left-hand side combined. And what a goal again by Manchester City. Phil Foden, better ball there. Better ball there, they're in trouble again, Bayern. Oh, lovely flick through to Kimmich here, over the bar by Joshua Kimmich. What a chance, the captain. Livramento. Good pass to Foden. Semenyo, Foden. Just absolutely doing him on this far side here. Semenyo lifts it in. Vinny Jr. off the post and away. Oh, Semenyo robbed of an assist. Vardy back down to Vinny. Joshko Vardy again here. Cross in. Haaland on the volley, saved again. Back to Haaland. 3-0 City. We are smashing Arne Slot's Bayern. Absolutely smashing them. Against today, Antoine Semenyo made the step up to top level football so easily. Shirky in behind here. Vinny's there! Oh, Shirky, what a ball. Shirky. Nico, Foden. Over Elise in towards Shirky. He waits for it. Plays into channel to Vinny. Lifts one in to Erling Haaland, who's fouled there in the process of great defending by Kim and Jay. Foden in space there. Oh, lovely take by Foden. Phil Foden, brilliant. Marmoush for 4. Fantastic by Foden. And Marmoush, when he gets on that field, he always scores. 3-3 now for him in the UEFA Champions League. You can't help but score on Marmoush. He does it again here. Vinny. Marmoush, brilliant. Back to Vinny here. Opens up his body and makes it 5. Wow. What a footballer that man is, Vinicius Jr. 5-0 Manchester City against Bayern. And we have completely torn them apart here. Foden, Vinny and Marmoush combined. I mean, I can't believe Marmoush is a bench player. That's how good he is. Nico. Rodri. Savinho. Phil Foden. Back into Savinho. On to Marmoush off the bench again to make it 6. He does. But he's offside. Oh, my Marmoush, how unlucky. Here's Musiala. Full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 5. Bayern Munich 0. An absolutely world-class performance from the side. Destroys Arne Slot's Bayern. And Manchester City are on course, surely, to go through the Champions League this season. That's probably our most difficult game, barring the Real Madrid one. And we fly through it. We fly through it spectacularly. 19 dribbles completed by Phil Foden today. The man was spectacular in the 10. Vinny Jr., 4 shots off, a double for him today. He's complacent at the moment because he's so happy. And Nico and Valles, just incredible in midfield. Him and Rodri have found the perfect partnership at the moment. Final games of the episode will be simulations. The first one was against Wolves away from home. A 1-0 win for Manchester City, and it's a goal in the 42nd minute by Savinho that gets us 3 points. Our strong defence keeps a clean sheet, gets us the win. And the final game of today's episode is a simulation against Fulham. Matchday 10 in the Premier League, another clean sheet for Manchester City and a 3-0 win. The goals come from Antoine Semenyo, Phil Foden and Vinicius Jr. 3 goals, a 3-0 win, and City are in amazing form. That's going to end the episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video if you're not already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to see these videos extended early, consider joining the We Are City Members Club. We are in incredible form at the moment. The team is playing amazingly well. Let's keep that up. We'll see you guys next time.